How you doing, everybody? I'm Dave Gingona.
And I am Felicia.
We are your sports ninjas here on the court after the Warriors' playoff victory against the New Orleans Pelicans.
By the score of 106-99. And it was typical Golden State Warriors all the way. I mean, this is a third straight playoffs for the Golden State Warriors, and they didn't play like a team that they played like a veteran team.
If you look at the score, it looks like it was a close game, but the Warriors actually led by 25 points near the end of the third quarter. Coach Steve Kerr was happy with the victory.
What do you make out of the first three quarters versus the fourth quarter tonight?
Well, obviously the first three were a lot better than the fourth, but it was good for us. Good for us to feel that. It's good for us to have to deal with, the feeling in the building, especially as the favorite, when the team starts to come back, and you got to feel that. That's all part of it. And I thought we did a great job defensively down the stretch. Davis got a couple of putbacks, but and then Gordon made a really tough shot. But for the most part, our defense held up well, and we missed a lot of free throws, which made it a lot closer than it needed to be. But in the playoffs, you just got to get it done somehow, and we're up 1-0. That's where we want to be.
Although Steve Kerr is a veteran and has a veteran at winning rings, he did say that this first game was very nerve-wracking, and he was glad to have the game behind him.
It was a little weird. Both Steph and Clay both missed 3 free throws, which was the crowd just let out a big, It was like they don't expect to see that kind of stuff from them. Both teams, though, suffered a little bit from the playoff jitters.
I think the whole team was nervous. This is our first time as a unit in the playoffs, and our pace was good. We were moving fast, but our mind was moving fast as well. So we got to learn how to play fast, but have our mind move slow. And we did that in the second half. Able to be effective and get back in the game.
We were excited. We've been looking forward to this day for a long time. Obviously, if the guys that have been in the playoff game in the Oracle before understand the atmosphere and the vibe, and the adrenaline rush was great when we got out there on the court for warm-ups. Just the energy was amazing. I think we fed off of that and started off the game well. We really wanted to make an impression those first 6 minutes. Get the wheels going, and we were able to do that. And obviously building a huge lead was important. We just got to finish the game better, but we're not going to panic over that. They're obviously a talented team that's going to make a couple runs here and there, but nothing's going to be easy this series.
Warriors fans have become very spoiled. There's an expectation that they're going to win a game, and it was kind of quiet tonight. It was a huge lead, but the fans seem to get out of it a little bit.
They started out really, really strong, and the team did start out fast, and this crowd was just roaring here at Rorical. And near the end of the game, though, you could tell that the crowd was a little bit worried themselves.
They got antsy.
Yeah.
They got antsy, and they started getting a little loud. So I did some videotaping of the sound, and it was pretty loud in here.
Yes, indeed.
Now, we'll say this. What I love about Draymond Green, before we toss to Draymond, that Draymond is always so brutally honest. And he said that Golden State, there had been some statements made by Charles Barkley, who seems to be a Golden State Warrior hater, who said that a championship couldn't be won with three-pointers. And Draymond said, whatever the stigma is about us being a jump shooting team, no matter what, we still win.
Every team in the playoffs is here for a reason, and we know that they're a very good team. We made our run, and at some point you got to expect them to make theirs. Obviously there are some things that we can clean up, and there are some things that we will clean up. I look to do better in game 2, but, basketball is a game of runs, and at some point, like I said, they're a very good team. They were going to make their run, but what's important is we were able to do the necessary things to finish out the game and get a win.
A future star in the NBA, that's Anthony Davis. He's now got his feet wet. He and Quincy Point-Dexter talked about the jitters, first game jitters, and now game 2 will probably be a lot different than game 1.
Yeah, and you know what? Getting up close to Anthony Davis, he's an impressive his stature is pretty big, and his shoulders are kind of wide. He does kind of like a Pelican.
I was thinking that. And I'm glad you said it and not me. Oh, I'm so glad.
I got to say it.
But let me also say there is another Warriors team that is also celebrating success, and that is the Golden State Warriors, the Santa Cruz Warriors in Santa Cruz. They are now 1-0 over the Austin Spurs, and they will play game 1 on Sunday, game 2 on Monday.
So if you can't afford to come to the real playoffs,
Right.
maybe you can go to that gym down in Santa Cruz and with your surfboard and all that stuff, and enjoy that game.
Check out the beach boardwalk.
Santa Cruz Beach Boardwalk.
Everybody has a good time.
There you go. Speaking of a good time, we had a good time here today, and the Sports Ninjas will see you on Monday. Wow.